Hiya, welcome back to Truth on the Bike. Just out for a little run up the coast today, just to get out for a little while. Been getting a bit of cabin fever because we've had storms and rain and all the rest of it, so it's time to get out and just give the bike a little run, give myself a little run. So what I've been doing, because I wasn't able to get out, I've been, as usual, buying things and fitting things to the bike. So I mentioned a couple of videos ago or so that I've been onto AliExpress and bought myself some spotlights. So I've got upper and lower spotlights, just to be a bit more visible, I think. And they took a bit of head scratching to get figured out, so I bought a Hex Easy Can, and it's got 4 channels, so essentially you can fit a pair of spotlights on one channel, a pair of spotlights on the other channel, and you've got 2 spare ones to do whatever you want with. I decided that I wanted to use 1 channel per spotlight, which gave me the functionality that when I indicate, the spotlight on that side goes off and makes the indicator a little bit more visible. Well, that was the plan anyway, so I did all that, but I also, because I didn't read the instructions, because I'm a bloke, I didn't quite anticipate that the Hex Easy Can connects to, well, I knew it connected to the CAN bus, but I didn't realise that I could use the indicator cancel button as to turn the lights on and off. So I bought a switch, well, I bought a pair of switches really, one for each set of spotlights, and very quickly realised the error of my ways, because of course I can't use 2 channels per pair of lights and have them switched on the one switch. That would kind of defeat the purpose. But anyway, figured it out. So now if you press and hold the indicator cancel button, the top lights come on, and if you press it 3 times in quick succession, the bottom lights come on, and they turn off with the indicators, and I've got them set so that they're a bit dimmer through the day, and they brighten up on when you put it onto main beam or on the flash to pass. So yeah, everything's hunky-dory. I'll stop the bike further along the road and let you have a wee look. Excuse me. Other things I've done to it is I've taken off the bar risers. I wasn't getting on with them at all. They were risers that came up about 1 inch and then back about 1 inch, and what they did was they actually made the cockpit feel quite cramped. I was sitting too far back, so instead of sitting on my arse, I was kind of sitting on my tailbone, and it was getting a bit achy. So I took the bar risers off and basically put it back to stock, so I'm sitting just a little bit more forward than I was with the bar risers on, and it makes all the difference in the world. The cockpit doesn't feel nearly so cramped as it did, and hopefully I'll stop getting a pain in the arse. This is rough as anything still. Oh, I don't know why they just can't fix it. It's been like that for over a year. So this is Calker Bush. Lots of jokes to be had, but yeah, I'm just going up the coast for a little run. I don't think there's anything else I've done to the bike. Let me think. Put a water bottle holder on it, because having it rattling about in the top box was annoying me, so, and I do have to have a I don't have to, but I do like to have a water bottle with me. So again, that was an AliExpress purchase. It wasn't very expensive. That's it down there, that bright yellow bottle. I maybe need to get a colour coordinated bottle or spray it up or do something. And other than that, everything's fine. You're lucky to have me today, because a bloody car driver tried to kill me earlier on. Unfortunately, I didn't have the cameras on at that stage, but 2-lane bit of road up to traffic lights. Traffic all queued in the right-hand lane that were turning right. I was turning left, so I went up, fortunately very carefully. I went up the inside, and this tosser decided that he wanted to go left after all and just cut straight in front of me. So fortunately, I was being careful and managed to avoid it, but bloody clown, never even looked, just never even indicated, didn't do anything, just pulled across into my lane. The standard of driving these days is appalling. You had kids in the car too, so you'd think that would make you be a little bit more careful with your driving, but obviously not. He's probably hungover. Still pissed, I don't know. Anyway, there we are. All's well that ends well. Oh dear, somebody's lost a roof or something. That wee cabin seems to have survived all right. What else? I had a video taken down by YouTube. I did a daft little kind of jokey video. I played a bit of banjo music on it, and yeah, it was in response to Nigel's. I'll put a link for Nigel's channel down below. But it was just in response to something he had put up. It was a bit of daftness, and I was a bit bored, so I put up a little video, and yeah, YouTube made me take it down because somebody complained, because I think the video was entitled something like "Strumming My Banjo," which is exactly what I was doing. Obviously very tongue-in-cheek, but yeah, made me take it down because it alluded in their mind to other things. I think it says more about their mind than it does about mine, but anyway. So yeah, no innuendo in YouTube by all accounts. A golf course? Surely not. Road's quite greasy here. Well, we're not in any hurry, we're just going for a little run. Ah, it is a golf course after all. Who knew? It's a lovely little road. It's A710, and it is a lovely bit of road. Just very windy, as I said earlier on, but it is, apart from the fact that it's bumpy, it is just a nice little road to ride. Takes you from Dumfries to, well, Dalbeattie ultimately. Along the coast. We've passed some of the coast already. You can't see it just at the moment, but it'll come back into view later on. But yeah, nice little road. So that takes you down to Rockcliffe on the left. I've taken you down there before. Put the drone up there before. It's a smashing little area. It's mostly holiday homes that are down there, owned by rich people. But it's a lovely area. There we are. Look at a bicyclist. Just needed a little burst there. I was feeling a little bit of vibration, I was just testing it out, but yeah, it's alright. Because it's been so long since I was out on the bike and doing any kind of filming at all, I had to dig out all my stuff and charge half of it. And I've come away without my selfie stick for my 360 camera. I just stuck it on the wing mirror there, as you can see, but normally I've got it on a stealthy stick. Stealthy? Stealthy? What's a stealthy? A selfie stick, but which raises it up a little bit, give you a bit better view, but I forgot it, so we'll see how the view turns out for this. So what's my plans for the channel this year? Well, I don't know, to be honest. I don't want to say that I'm going to go and do trips away and things like that. I hope to, but I think I jinxed it, as I mentioned before. I think I jinxed it last year and the weather was so garbage I didn't get away anywhere. So what I want to do is just keep my fingers crossed that I can get out for a while. I've got a couple of holidays booked this year, so with the weather that we've had, we're going away just for a week next month down to Spain, and then a fortnight's holiday. We haven't actually booked that one yet, but we're looking at Tenerife for a fortnight. But I don't plan to hire a bike or anything when I'm over there, because it's too bloody hot to wear any kind of protective gear, and I don't want to ride without some kind of protective gear, because I'm not familiar with the roads. I'm not familiar anymore with driving on the opposite side of the road, so I don't think I'm going to be hiring a bike or a car, to be honest. So yeah, other things for the channel. I'm going to try my best, stay where you are, pal. I'm going to try my best to get videos down to about 20 minutes. So up until now I've kind of gone for about half an hour, and it's too long. It just is too long. People don't have that kind of time. They like to dip in and out, and if you're going to do a longer format, I think 20 minutes is a nice happy medium. If I'm going away on a trip and it's a particularly nice road, I might extend it, but I think 15-20 minutes is a good amount. It's what I would watch myself, so I think we'll try and do that, and try and say what I want to say in 20 minutes, excuse me, rather than half an hour. Get to the point, Ron, get to the point. Did that say 40 or 30 when I came through that sign? Ooh, I don't remember. Maybe better come down a wee bit. Feels like it should be a 40, but it might not be. Should have been paying more attention. Get scolded in the comments for not paying attention to speed signs. So, other things, The Haggis Whisperer has got a kind of vlogger meetup in the end of April this year, and I don't know where we're going. I don't know what the plan is, but he did an invite, and I'm going to go to that. So there's obviously the Haggis Whisperer, there's a few other people going. I don't know who's all going right at the moment, but I'm looking forward to that. This whole YouTube thing, as I said, was I started off just to record my own rides, and gradually we've increased the number of contacts, put it that way, that I've made that do a similar kind of thing. And I've mentioned before, we help each other out if we can with advice and all the things that work best. And so there's a little group for Scottish motovloggers run by the Haggis Whisperer, and his channel's well worth looking at. He does live streams and things like that with other YouTubers, and it's an excellent channel. He works very hard at it, the fella. He actually deserves an awful lot more recognition and subscribers than he does, but it's excellent, and he's been putting in the effort to organise these kind of events, and that's great. I'm very grateful to him, because although I'm retired, I don't really have that much time. It's funny how it works that way. I don't know how I managed to do any work, because the day just kind of disappears. Oof! Hey, we've got a wee bit of speed going. Yeah, a wee blast of speed. Why not? I'm sure the bike will thank me for it. Spoiled. So I'll maybe stop further up the road and let you have a little look at my lights. And you can see how they're holding up. They were quite difficult. They weren't difficult, but what I did was I took them to bits, because one of the things, I bought them on AliExpress, and one of the things that people say is that they're not massively water resistant. So I took them to bits and put gasket sealant round all of the joins to hopefully make it a little bit more waterproof. And they put Loctite on all of the bolts, just to make sure that they don't slacken off. And I actually swapped out some of the nuts for nylock nuts, just so that it was a bit more resilient to vibrating loose. But yeah, so the upper crash bars, the upper spotlights are mounted on the upper crash bars, and the lower ones are on the lower one. Right, what are you doing? You going off? There we are. Cheery bye. Oh, it's nice to be out on the bike again. Oh, flipping heck. That was a pothole. Oh, it's so lovely to be out.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? And did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, whatever a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Or did you exchange a walk-on part in the wall for a lead role in a cave? How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fears. Wish you